Alright, what's up? My name is Nick, and this is my own single podcast. I have a podcast with my cousin called Just Cuz. Check it out. We're going to release one, hopefully weekly, is the idea. But today it is just me on my podcast. Don't think he's going to start one by himself. I don't know what we're going to talk about today yet. Thinking we might talk about just high school a little bit, because I need an hour worth of content, and that is it's a good place for me to start about getting some funny stories out. So we'll start with probably the worst experience I've had in high school, which was having to go through a lot of just bullshit. I didn't get bullied, but I did start a lot of fights. I was kind of an asshole in high school, because I defended people when I shouldn't have. I should have just shut up half the time. Um, So, when it comes to that, I remember I was in a Spanish class with this fucking kid, and he just really had it out for me. He was like, I was this I want to say I was junior in high school. Was I a junior when I took Spanish? No. I must have been a sophomore, and he was a freshman, and he just fucking hated me. I don't know why. I don't know what I did, but he just fucking hated my guts. And I thought it was funny because he had no reason to be such a dick, but he was. He really was. Um, which is whatever. That's high school kids. This kid would run his fucking mouth, and I could talk circles around it. I'm not like gonna toot my own horn here and say, "Oh, I'm so smart," because I'm not. But he is a dumb kid, and I don't know why I told that story, but he was just a dumb fucking kid. Um, so let's see. Let's see here. I should future reference to me. We're gonna definitely write down some content before we go into this next time. Um, that's a lot of dead air. It's a lot of dead air. People are gonna think it ended 2 minutes in, and it didn't. I really should have put this mic on the stand instead of holding it the whole time. That was a mistake on my part. Um, so yeah, we'll talk about high school today. I was in drama in high school, which not a lot of people really know anymore. I mean, unless you've been friends with me forever, but I don't talk about it as much anymore because I left a really sour taste. I left with a really sour taste in my mouth from that drama program, mostly because I was the biggest asshole on the planet, and they were the only people who called me out on that shit in high school. Not so much anymore. Um, so we're gonna start with that. So okay, here's a good story. So it was like first probably couple of weeks of the drama class, and we had been put in groups. I got put in a group with like six girls, okay, and I was a newly single 16-year-old, most eligible bachelor of the junior year class. So I, of course, took it upon myself to talk to every single girl in that group, and I mean, like, I was flirting with every single one of them, whatever. I also took it upon myself to go ahead and single each one out and get their phone number because we were all around the same age, except for one of them. One was like a freshman. So I went ahead, did that. That was going good for a few weeks, whatever. Just kind of playing the field, seeing what was up. I come to class a couple weeks later, and they had all talked. Like we had a project due in like a week, and they had all talked. So nothing was getting done that week for sure because I was caught. I was caught hardcore. I guess my either my drama teacher had tipped them off or people I had talked to tipped them off. Whatever. I was I was public enemy number one in that group, and it got rough. It got real rough real quick. There was a lot of shit just going on. Only one of those girls talked to me pretty much for the rest of my drama career. The rest of them kind of knew who I was at that point. Not really who I was, but just what I was acting like because it was high school. Um, so that's just life, I guess. I really didn't think that I'm sorry, I'm on Twitter while I'm doing this, and I just got super distracted by an e-girl, because that's a new thing that I've noticed in like the last month or so, where you just, if you're a chick and you're, reasonably attractive, you can just go ahead and sell your titties. Just go ahead and sell your titties and shit online. And I'm in the wrong business, dude. I'm gonna start a Patreon. I'm gonna start a Patreon for a premium snap, because that's apparently the way to go and just make a shit ton of money. Like, this chick has 190 patrons. I can't imagine what she makes a month, because their lowest tier is $25. So that means, like, assuming she gets at least $25 from 190 people. Let's see. Let's just do that math. That is $4,750 a month just for getting naked on the internet, on Snapchat. I can get that for free. Why would I pay for it? That's the thing I don't understand. But, and mind you, that's just the lowest tier. No screenshots, no nothing. Just straight, you look at her story and she's possibly posting her titties on it. She's, what is that, a year? So what, that's monthly, so we'll just do that by 12. That's $57,000 a year. $57,000 a year, assuming that they're all just giving her the minimum of $25. What the fuck did I was born the wrong gender. I'm a little pissed. Once I'm in management at my job, I'll be making $40,000 a year. She's still, just for selling naked pictures of herself, will be making $17,000 more a year than me. Fuck. This isn't even funny anymore. This is sad. God damn. And mind you, you can, like, fucking... Oh, and there's more fees that go with this, because it looks like to get the screenshots, you have to pay her more monthly. Basically just out here trying to pay my rent. I love being naked. Might as well make money off of it. I'll be posting every day. That's brilliant. Honestly, that's... I hope you live in LA, because otherwise you're definitely pocketing all of this, and you don't need a job on top of that. Oh, and she's got Patreon-only posts. Damn. Why are these girls all smarter than me? Twitter is just a rough... Twitter's always been rough for me, because it's usually where I get in the most trouble back in the day in high school. But, like, Twitter now just makes me sad, because it's like I just see stuff like that and I go, I'm making no money. I make no money doing anything like that. Meanwhile, I'm out here... I'm not talking shit on sex workers either. I mean, in the long run, when it comes down to it, it's just... I'm stupid. I'm just stupid. That's what it is. I'm just an idiot who just doesn't get that I need tits. I need tits to make money. I'm going to pull the mic away for that. Sorry, I'm responding to DMs right now. This is great content, really great content here, Nick. Fuck it, let's just... I was going to talk about high school, but who the fuck wants to hear about high school? Oh, here's a good one I can talk about from high school, actually. So, I went to prom with junior year. Junior year prom was, like, the worst prom I've ever been to in my life. I've only been to 3. But junior year, 2 of them were senior year, mind you. I didn't, like, go... I wasn't cool enough to go as a sophomore or freshman or nothing. And I was not stuck in high school enough to go after my senior year. So I went with this chick. She hated me. I hated her. Like, I swear to God, we were just together because we were both in the drama council. And that's just, like, how those things work in high school. Like, you date people on your tier. So I went ahead and we dated for, like, 3 months. Uh, I have the best video ever of we were in the limo listening to Crazy Bitch, and she just looked so unhappy, and I just looked so happy. And that's just, I think, a testament to that relationship. I was not good for her. I think she was fine for me. I think I was just really, I was in high school. I didn't want to really do anything serious yet. So we go to prom, whatever. Prom night happens. We blow off the parties and just go hang out. Honestly, prom had nothing to do with the story. It was kind of just more of a, I wanted to talk about that video because I talk about that video at every chance I get. Um, so went ahead, did that thing. Fast forward a couple months. I was I had a friend who I was really close with. She was female. Um, I was like in love with her. I was like in love with her since the day I met her, and it was kind of funny because I went to prom with her. Like she was in my group. She was a senior. I was a junior. She graduated after me. I graduated after her. I can't speak fucking English. Um, so yeah, like I had a birthday lunch with my mom and these two girls. And mind you, I was just playing the game of, oh, she's just my best friend. I got no feelings for her. I don't got feelings. Fuck feelings. I'm in high school. I'm a dude. I don't need that shit. Fuck that. Lo and behold, like, it was the most awkward thing ever because, like, I went shopping with them for my birthday, but, like, they didn't buy me anything. Like, it was just, like, we went to the mall to just hang out with each other, but it was my birthday, too. And it was lame. It was lame, but I had fun. You know what I mean? Like it was just like, oh, it's my birthday, but we're doing. I was third wheeling on a girl date. That's pretty much what I'm getting at on my birthday. Um, so yeah, I did that. We went to lunch at Red Robin because fun fact, that is my favorite restaurant. It was not so much anymore, but that's beside the point. So yeah, like fast forward a couple months later, I'm having a really bad time with the girlfriend that I'm with at the time. We'll call her. She's Rich, so we'll just call her Rich. I was having a bad time with Rich, so I went ahead and broke up with her over text while she was out of town. Cause your boy's a slide dog like that one. Actually, we actually never broke up. We've been on a break for 2 years now, 3 years. That should tell you what a break means. Because I've said this before, is when you say you're going on a break, it just means you're breaking up but don't want to commit to it. Because just in case you might want to come back to them, so you're on a break. But generally speaking, one of you moves on and the other one doesn't, and then you just end up in a really shitty situation. So I went ahead and broke up with her over text while we went on a break. I get out of... I need a nickname for these people. I need to come up with this shit ahead of time, too. I need to figure out what I'm going to talk about. I am adorable. I'm just going to keep burping into the mic like that. We'll call her Hazel, because that's kind of the color her hair was. So I get out of Hazel's truck. She dropped me off because I couldn't drive yet. I mean, I could drive. I had the ability to drive, but I didn't have a car yet. No, I had a car at this point. I don't know why I wasn't driving. I was broke, so I probably just didn't have gas. Sometimes you realize that the story of your life just never changes and you just never have gas. Except for when you're burping into the microphone. So yeah, I got out of her truck after breaking up with this chick, like, maybe an hour before. I broke up with Rich an hour before this. I get out of her truck, and I go, oh, hey, I forgot something. And then I proceeded to make out with her for like 15 minutes. I set my brother inside because he was hanging out with us too. I made him go inside. I was a sly dog, dude. I was the smoothest thing I've ever done. Oops, I forgot something. Laid one on her. You can, moves not trademarks. You can definitely go ahead and use that. It's hard. It's hard doing this by myself because I don't have anyone to work off of. So I can't, like, take a break for 2 seconds without pausing it. I really don't want to pause this because it makes my life worse editing it. Oh, yeah, can you hear that? Head scratching HMR. HMR, ASMR. I don't even know what ASMR stands for, so I can't even make a joke off of HMR. But yeah, that was like the smoothest moment I've ever had in my high school career of dating girls and being a piece of shit. Um, I don't know. I was telling a story about Twitter. Anyway, to go back to Twitter, I got in trouble with Twitter a lot when I was in high school because I was in drama, and like the whole point of the drama program is like we're like school celebrities, but we also nobody likes us. So we're like celebrities that nobody likes, but everyone looks like follows and shit for whatever reason. I never followed people until I was in the program myself, but that's how it was. So you had to keep face a lot. Even if you're pissed at somebody, you had to keep face because you cared more about your part and shit than you did about um, dealing with the actual drama itself. So I got in trouble because after me and this girl, oh, that's why I had to give you background on why me and this girl broke up. So me and Rich broke up. Me and Rich were both on the drama council. It was really awkward, whatever. Um, so we went ahead and we had a summer trip that summer we were going from junior to senior year. We were going to this drama camp up in like Heber, Arizona. And yeah, that was just rough because throughout the rest of junior year, which there's like 3 months left. No, I guess this was over the summer I broke up with Rich. So actually, let's go back a step real quick and talk about the talent show junior year. So junior year went ahead and I was in the talent show. I auditioned for the talent show. Rich auditioned for the talent show. We were separate acts. And within the separate acts, we decided, well, we didn't decide. The director decided that we were going to be one act. And I can tell you right now, it's what taught me that practice is necessary to make anything live go smoothly. Because we had not practiced it. I had practiced it. She hadn't practiced it. We didn't practice it together until the day of the show. And it was probably like the worst thing that could have happened was like we got booed off stage and that didn't happen. The second worst thing that could happen was she didn't know her words and they had to kill her mic. And the first one didn't happen. And I had to pick up the slack and it was awful. It was just a bad performance all around because I knew my shit, she didn't. That's partially my fault for not like really trying to get the time together. We'd hang out and then I would just not be like, I would be like, oh, whatever, we don't need to practice. I'd leave my guitar at home, whatever. So going back forward, the timeline on this is really weird to me because it's like I lived it, but I don't remember all of it. So summer comes, and then that's when I broke up with Rich. And then while this was all going on, we were going to this camping trip up in Heber. Well, camping, we slept in cabins up at a drama camp or whatever in Arizona. But the whole thing was, we were on the drama council together, and we had to make that work. So I didn't care. Like I was like, whatever. I did it. I was the one who did the damage. So I was like, I don't fucking care. I'll just be nice. Whatever. So we went ahead, went to this camp, whatever. And up there, it was weirdly peaceful. Like, I was out in nature. My phone didn't work because there was like maybe one cell tower for 50,000 miles. It felt like anyway. Like I couldn't get internet to load. I couldn't get anything to work. Couldn't contact anybody. Me and her kind of made amends while we were on the trip, but it didn't really stay that way at all. It always goes back to shit when you're in high school because you're immature and, Twitter is what matters to you most. As if it doesn't now. But yeah, it all kind of went to shit again. The camp was fun. I mean, you just take a bunch of drama losers, put them all in one big place, and it's fun as fuck, honestly. I had so much fun. I've never had fun at a summer camp. It was also the first summer camp I'd ever been to, and I was almost 18 years old. But yeah, I mean, it was a fun experience. I never would bag on that. That's for sure. So senior year continues on. Obviously, I go into senior year, and honestly, it was kind of quiet for the first. I was still in drama for the first half. I helped direct like a one-act play that we took to competition. It did all right. Um, no real drama in my senior year except for when I brought a switchblade to school on accident. It was in my pants pocket. I forgot it was there until it opened and sliced my wrist. And I have this huge, like not huge, but I have a gnarly scar on my wrist from when I accidentally slit my wrist in math class. People still think to this day that I did it on purpose, and I wish I had. That would have been cooler. Would have been a cooler story. All right, cool. That was a good little break. I'm gonna pause this real quick. Okay, to you, that's not gonna seem like it was edited in any way, but that there will be a large edit in the middle of that because I made a joke that I don't think it was funny, and if I don't think it's funny, it's definitely not funny. Uh, Rest in peace that joke because it was bad. It was a bad joke. I didn't. Doesn't matter. But yeah, I wish I'd done that on purpose, but it was an accident. It was a fucking murder scene up in that classroom. I mean, I was bleeding everywhere. I bled all over that desk, the bathroom, all the way to the nurse's office. Just trail of blood. And I had work the same day, so I still went into work because I'm a dumbass. I didn't get stitches, nothing. I just went ahead and took the blow to the artery. It wasn't an artery. I cut because I'd be dead probably. So that's cool. Um, but yeah, I ended up quitting drama to be in a class where we help special needs kids instead for a little bit. Started dating a new girl, which TikTok notification. I don't know if you heard it, but it was loud as shit. Um, I started dating a new girl, which was dumb too. Um, Same kind of breakup, just like 2 seconds between the girls. Oops. You guys are gonna think I'm a dick. Jesus Christ. I am, but like not like this. Um yeah, and I mean the rest of my senior year was just kind of like coasting. I coasted my way through it. And after doing the coasting, I didn't go to college. And then I started college and dropped out, and now I'm here. I have a full-time job. I make enough money to survive. That's what counts, right? Um but yeah, I mean that was my high school experiences for the most part. Like nothing really exceptional or bad happened either though. Uh so I guess like the thing I'm trying to say is just like live. Like if you're in high school and you're listening to this, which you probably aren't, just live your life, dude. Just go ahead and live it like it's supposed to be the best years of your life. Don't be like me and make it like so fucking dramatic. It was so fucking dramatic. It doesn't need to be. Just have fun. Enjoy yourself. Lose your virginity at 12 years old, because that's what I did. Not 12, but I was fucking young. I leave guitar picks fucking everywhere. Jesus Christ. I just found two. This isn't even my office. I just found two. I got an energy drink on the desk, a giant fucking jug of water. I am making this space my own. Got my paper of edits that I need to make because I made a bad joke a couple times. But yeah, it's just enjoy yourself. Like you don't need to make everything so goddamn dramatic and just awful. So I don't know. I don't want to cut this short. Like I want at least 35 minutes. So I need 10 more minutes of filler. Um, what can I talk about? Oh, here's one. Let's talk about photography Instagrams. I have one. I will not lie, but I want to be a photographer. I'm talking about those girls who like, and guys. There are guys who do it too, who make an art Instagram, and I did air quotes because you can't see that. And they go ahead and they post like just stupid shit on there. Like they take it with their phone, and it's like not good quality. It's not anything great. It's just I took this picture on my phone. Here you go. And I think I have some posts like that. I won't lie, but I use it more as a promotion page than anything else because I make music. Check out Blackwood on SoundCloud, and KGX. That's my cousin. We make music together on on the SoundCloud. We're SoundCloud rappers. But yeah, I mean, I love it. I love Instagram. I love people posting photos on there that are like made on expensive cameras and stuff. But like when you're going, hey, I'm an artist, and all you do is take pictures on your phone. No, you're not. And I have some sets on there that look really good, but they were taken on a phone, and I say that they were taken on a phone because um, they were. Man, this whole page is all my ex. You never really realize how much you are inspired by certain people until you go back after the fact and you're like, damn, I was at the state fair and I did nothing but take pictures of you. I did take a selfie with a goat though, so that was cool. I'm a cool kid. I got the. It's not on this page. Is it on this page? Sure, shit isn't. Um. Ooh, there's my sad boy song. I made a sad boy song one time. It was awesome. But yeah, I do have a lot of music and stuff out. I've got like 6 tracks out. It's not an EP. It's not a mixtape or anything, but it's something. I really want to do music more. I want to take more time to make music in this podcast and the other podcasts and everything. I want this one to be weekly, but if I have to do it always by myself, I don't think I'll be able to do that. I just don't think I have enough interesting shit to talk about as myself or on my own as I do when I have like my cousin to work off of and shit. I think that I do a lot better. Um, because it's hard to just talk to yourself, which I guess is what YouTube is. You just talk to yourself and hope people are listening, kind of thing. But when it comes down to this kind of medium, where it's just audio, people can hear you the whole time. It's hard because it's like I can't show you guys something and like react to it or anything. Like I have to just genuinely have something to talk about. Which I mean, I think if I had prepared for it, would have been a lot easier versus just kind of going for it and kind of having a tiny idea of what I wanted to talk about. Um, but you know, it's something. It's something. I can edit out all the empty space and probably have like a 15-second podcast. But yeah, let's see. What is? I watched the UFC fight last night. I only got to see the main event though because that timestamps this fucking thing for to be filmed after a UFC fight. It was Jones versus Smith, I believe. I'm not a huge UFC fan. I like watching the fights, but I don't really know too much. All I know is yesterday is that like if Smith had fucking hit this dude once, that fight would have been over. But he's playing too much defense, man. He's just playing too much defense. That's my phone. And he really should have just beaten the fuck out of Jones, and he probably would have actually been the underdog who succeeded. But you know, he survived. He went 5 rounds. He didn't get KO'd. He did not take the disqualification win either, which is really dope. That really shows what kind of fighter he is versus what kind of fighter I would have been. Where I'm like, hey, you fucking need me in the side of the head. Pff, done. I would have just taken it because I'm a bitch. Yeah, I watched that. I only got to see the main event because I was out with my cousin. Um, and we went to go to Buffalo because he and his brother both worked there. We had to pick up his brother, and the fight was on. And we were like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna stay and watch the fight." Did not order anything, just sat there because they both worked there. I was able to watch the fight for free. And I tend to watch fights for free because I don't want to pay for them. Like the Mayweather McGregor fight, I ended up watching at a friend's house because they were having a party, and I got invited to the party. I had no idea what the party was for. I figured it was just a party, whatever. I ended up watching the whole fight, losing my shit because it was like a cool fight, obviously. Um, but yeah, I think if Smith had gone out and just actually tried to fight and not done too much defense, he would have won. But that's my opinion. I don't know what anyone else is saying because, like I said, I follow UFC on Twitter, but I don't follow any commentators or anything about that kind of thing. I don't watch a lot of it either, so I might be wrong. I know what I know about fighting. That's it. Like, I don't sit here and watch fights constantly. So I mean, it's not really my realm to be talking about. But I figured I would bring it up because it was something interesting I did yesterday that I watched, and it was cool. It was cool to just sit there and kind of watch a fight with a bunch of people who did not feel the same as I did at all. They were far from feeling the same way I did. They all wanted Jones to win, which he did. Spoiler: Jones did win the fight, but I did not want him to. So that was an interesting part of last night. I've also found out that like I suck at video games. I was playing NHL yesterday and I just got my ass fucking handed to me, dude. It's like 6-0. I know how to play the games, like I've played them before. I own a couple. I sucked. It was just I got wrecked consistently, dude. Wrecked consistently. Massive amounts of just my ass getting pounded while playing this game. And it sucks because it's like I want to be good at these games because it's the kind of shit my cousin plays. And like I want to play with my cousin, but I don't like just getting fucking beat on a chance to win. I got him at Call of Duty though, so that's what counts. I got Call of Duty. He's got sports video games. Which one of us is really the cool guy? I'm on the G shit, not him. Um, but fuck it, right? Fucking, let's see what else. What else? What else? What else? I'm trying to find more e girls because I think they're fucking funny. Fucking funny to look at because it's like it's cringy. Actually, I'll just Google that. It's so cringy to look at an e-girl. Cringy e-girl. Because like their profiles are always super creeped on. Like it's more the comments on their pages and shit than anything else versus them themselves. Like they're not again, genius genius content. Just going ahead and selling your shit for way too much money because people pay for that. People pay out the ass for that shit, and that is brilliant. I'm gonna try to find an e-girl on the Instagram, and we're gonna look through her comments. Oh, duh. Why don't I just go look at hers? Bella Delphine. She's a content queen. Uh, no hate against her again. She's weird, but that's her thing. Oh wow, her page has gotten um different than it was the last time I looked at it, which was a while ago. Because I was gonna do something reacting to it and then never did. And now I'm actually making content for the internet, so now I react to things. Jesus Christ. There's silence because I'm just awestruck by it. Was it always like this? Oh, she used to be just like a cute emo girl. And then whatever happened, happened, and now she's who she is. Throw back to when I had normal hair. Yeah, you were pretty cute back then, I'm not gonna lie. Hit her with the follow. Because, I mean, why not? Right, everyone needs some good e-girl content in their feed. I don't want to read these out loud. These are so... Yikes. Somebody just commented, go bald. And I don't know if they mean like, hey, cut your hair, go bald, or like they mean go bald as in like, I hope your hair falls out of your head, you stupid bitch, kind of go bald. So, yeah, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to read those comments. I got disturbed way too quickly reading those. Anytime cum gets mentioned in the first like 5 comments, just straight out of the park on that one. Like you hit maximum cringe content right off the bat. All right, so I'm gonna wrap this one up the same way I wrap up the one I do with my cousin, which is I'm gonna go on OkCupid because I have the app on my phone because I am an idiot who thinks that dating online is gonna ever work out for anybody. I'm gonna go ahead read an OkCupid question. I don't remember how to do it. There we go. I found it. I found how to do it. I remembered. Let's see here. It's at the bottom. Jesus, no. 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 Okay. Here we go. Would you consider dating someone who has no interest in sex and experiences no sexual attraction? Personally, I mean, I would say no. Like and that probably sounds super shitty, but like I did that with my last relationship, part of it, and it was just like it makes you feel like shit when your partner. To be fair, it's not like she had no sexual attraction. It was just the situation. You could probably figure it out. Um, it's shitty. It makes you feel like shit. It just makes you feel. This got really fucking sad real quick, but it's like self-esteem is a lot, at least with that kind of thing. Like when you're used to it and then all of a sudden it stops, I guess is when I would say no. If you know going into it, I still wouldn't do it personally, but I mean, it probably sucks less. But it's just like, it sucks when your partner has no attraction to you anymore or at all. And like, it takes a special kind of person to be able to deal with that. I'm not one of them for sure, but if you can do that, power to you. Like, that's crazy. But no, I couldn't do that. These questions are so like, are you abusive? Pretty much, like, for real. I just don't know. I'm trying to find another one because like that one was sad. I want a funny one. These are all really, 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 really bad. Okay, here's one. Which of these options closely describes what you're looking for in your next relationship? And the three options are someone to come home to, someone to go out with, someone for tonight. First off, scratch that bottom one off. That is so fucked up. That's not what this website is for. I don't think. I don't know. That is fucked though. If you're on this website, you're like, yeah, I just want someone for the night. Yeah, yeah. Like that's the kind of guy that does that shit. Someone to go out with and someone to come home to. Like those, I think those two can go hand in hand. Like obviously, I want someone I can come home to eventually, but like I want to be able to go out with them too. I don't want to be like, I don't fucking go out. Fuck you. It's 8 o'clock at night. It's bedtime. There's a fun in that. It's Saturday night, and they're just like, nah, we're gonna. Oh, you want to go out? You want to go out and hang out with everybody? You want to hang out with the group, the clan? Not the clan. Jesus Christ, not the clan. The squad. That's what I meant. Nah, man. Nah, we're gonna stay home and watch Netflix on a Saturday night, which is fine. You can do that. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with a Netflix date, but that's just like a consistent thing. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do it at all. That would just be rough. That's a hard one. That's not hard. I mean, um, that's not a hard one. That's just more of a like one scratch off the hookup thing because I can't do that. Oh God, I hope the mic picked that up. Just busted my tooth on this fucking microphone. But like, no, I think you should be able to have someone you can come home to, but also somebody you could take out. Shouldn't be embarrassed to your significant other. There's the last one that we're gonna end on. Is intelligence a turn on? Fuck yeah. God, smart bitches are great. So are dumb ones though. But no, intelligence is great. I can't stand dumb girls, dude. Especially when you're trying to be in a relationship with them and they're just dumb. Like they're not like ha 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 I'm cute and dumb. No, they're like I'm just fucking stupid. Like you're never gonna catch me dating a girl who didn't finish high school or like I don't she doesn't need a fucking degree from, Stanford, obviously, but she does need to finish high school. Like come on. It's so weird to me that people are into that. And I mean, intelligence could mean a few things. It could mean like She doesn't need to be book smart, but she could be smart about like a topic. Like if she likes makeup, but she's super intelligent about that, then yeah, it's still cool. I mean, obviously, be able to solve basic math problems. Don't tell me 2 plus 2 is 8, but if you're really intelligent on one topic, that's cool too. Like, I'm not saying you can't just be smart about one thing, but I prefer people who are like to spend my time around and everything who I can talk to about like politics and you know I like politics a lot, so like that's one that comes up a lot. That was a big issue with like a couple of girlfriends I've had where it's I want to talk about politics, but they have no fucking idea what's going on in the country they live in, and it's a wild experience to me that people don't know anything about what's going on in their country. Like that's what I mean by intelligence. Just awareness and like knowledge to a point on just topics you talk to people about. 'Cause it's always rough when you have nothing to like relate to with people. Especially it's like politics is such a big thing right now too, where it's like I need to make sure that the girl knows. I asked the question on the date. I ask questions and I ask about how they feel about the political climate right now on dates, and it's probably stupid. It's probably why I don't get a lot of second dates because there's two things you're not supposed to talk about with people, and it's politics and religion. If you want to stay friends, I don't give a shit about religion, but I do care about politics a lot, and it's really rough when someone else doesn't. I just don't get how you can't have an opinion. Like saying you don't have an opinion is the dumbest thing ever. It's part of the Constitution. Like you have the right to have an opinion, pretty much, and it's just like they don't care. I guess that's not. It's I guess it's a lack of care though, more than a lack of intelligence. I mean, you can argue that if you want. I would argue that, but this isn't a political podcast, so we're not going to. But yeah, I mean, the fact is, intelligence is super important. Because you just want to be able to discuss something with somebody. Like you don't want to sit there and be like droning on and droning on and droning on and droning on. Like I do a lot, and then have nobody, then just not have an opinion. Then just go, oh, that's cute. Oh, yeah, it's super cute that so and so did this shit to our political comment or climate today. Yeah, global warming is not real, right? Super cute. Um, but yeah, I would say yeah, that's an important piece of intelligent turns me off is one of the answers on here. Jesus Christ. There's got to be some shitty people on here. It's a good thing I don't really use it. Because, damn, dude. So, yeah, I'm going to wrap this up for the day. If you've made it this far, thank you for listening. I do really appreciate it. Hit me with a like and a subscribe if you could. Not every episode will be like this. I'll plan things out more throughout the week before I record it on a Sunday. Because the idea is I'm going to record this on a Sunday, try to get it on a Sunday, but probably put it out Mondays. And I want to do it weekly. I want to have guests and shit, so it's a little less boring for you to deal with. But yeah, thank you, and have a good rest of whatever time of day it is. Bye-bye.